All right, fight fans, I'm here with Shonie Carter, Mr. International, the passport player, the platinum pimp. Just finished up with the Philadelphia MMA Expo. Had a training seminar going on with a couple young grapplers. How was the seminar, Shonie?
Outstanding. I mean, one of the young ladies I taught actually won the gold medal with the technique that I taught her. I had the onlookers amazed and amused, of course, with my colorful alliteration of vernacular on martial arts technique. It's really good to be able to expound on my knowledge of the MMA base here on the East Coast, being able to broaden the horizons of the young mixed martial artists, the next 2-3 generations behind me. It was really enlightening, if you will.
What were you going over with the kids?
Well, the first day I worked on the old ways of Thai boxing. Then I went over to a few of the Naga Nakata, or the throwing techniques of judo. I also worked on, conditioning and standard techniques. Keeping the hands up high as moving and not crossing your feet, while moving, not being flat-footed. The second day I worked on more of the ground-based related techniques, the triple threat series of a chain of submissions from side control, a little bit of catch wrestling, a couple of throws, Yoko Wakari, the side separation Haragoshi, which I showed George St. Pierre, for his fight against Matt Hughes, third fight. Yeah, it's pretty much about what I showed.
Okay, going to change the pace a little bit.
Yeah.
In a couple weeks, you're going to be cornering for Gideon Ray in a Respect His Earned fight. How's he look? How's his training camp going?
Gideon has been looking really, really sharp. Scary sharp. And working with him is relatively easy. I mean, as a veteran of fighting, he's really open and very cerebral as a student of martial arts. Very open to techniques and ideology and philosophies on how to compete.
Is Gideon the only fighter you corner, or do you train other guys?
I train other fighters. I've cornered Gideon Ray. I've trained with, helped out Clay Guida. A few Midwest fighters, like I said, but I mean, I've had BJ Penn call me. I've had GSP call me about random stuff. What can I say?
Well, what's next on your dance card? Do you have any fights coming up?
Yes, what's on my agenda? Other than the women, Lord, everybody's always worrying about what I'm doing. I am doing a fight in Minneapolis, Minnesota for Jeremy Lang and Brock Larson. They're promoters out there. And I said, yeah, I'll do a fight, Gideon, and fighting on the card together. And essentially we'll be cornering each other. What else? Oh, then I'm fighting in the W1 organization up in Ottawa, Quebec, Canada for the welterweight world title for W1 since Carlos Noon couldn't make weight.
Uh-oh.
That fucker. Fuck. Did I say that out loud?
I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it either. Did I speak my mind? Oops. Make weight, Carlos. Anyway, go back to Japan. Anyway, next.
I got called out on my Twitter account about your fight shorts. People want to know. I guess they want to know why you're more comfortable wearing the junket trunks.
Okay, let me explain. I'm sure it was a woman that asked.
It wasn't. It was Jesse Gray from MixedMartialMarketing.com.
It was a woman?
No, it was a dude.
Guy. What
it was
you
a
doing?
guy.
Why
it was
do
a
you
guy.
care? Why do you care, man?
I'm going to call him out by name.
Jesse Gray.
Jesse Gray. He wants to know why you rock the banana hammock as opposed to the Valley Tudos.
6 to 7 out of 10 women approve. I am Speedo certified. And that's not just with a flat stomach. I'm man shave. I am certified. And not to mention, let's face it, do you want to be the guy that's seen on pay-per-view in my guard? Or I'm in your guard? Or I get your back? Or you get my back? Or I mount you in a full mount late in the second, early, mid to late third period, while I'm really sweaty. My sweat running down my chest, down my Speedos, past my nuts and onto your stomach and chest. Do you? No. So subsequently, you want to stand up and taste the venom of my stand-up, son. Now, you get the lesser of two evils. Me kicking your ass around that cage in Speedos, or getting mounted, pounded, guarded, or in your guard, and God forbid if I get your back. I have painted a most disturbing alliteration of description on how a potential MMA match could go from heterosexual to homosexual in the South. God forbid I get you to North-South. That's just wrong. Wrong, man.
Well, there's not too many places we can go from there. So give your next fight out in Minnesota a shout out. What's the date on that? You and Gideon Ray?
Gideon Ray and this coming weekend. February, the second weekend of February, whatever date that is. I'm in Minneapolis. March 20th, I am in Canada. But the following weekend, I'm in Jamaica in hedonism. Training, of course. Training in Jamaica. I teach at Keller's Martial Arts over at 3718 West Irving Park Road. Come on by and see me. I'm a trainer at Export Fitness at Logan Square. Come over there and train with me. Love my kids. Sierra, Samarian, and Osiris. Daddy loves you. MTC, you guys, I love you. Flo, I love you. That's a school, not a girl. That's about the size of it.
That's it, Shonie Carter, Mr. International.
Damn.